Alright, so we are going to be making a card today using this beautiful designer series paper. Now, this paper is Come Together designer series paper, and I know we don't have Thanksgiving in Australia, and that is what this set is geared to. But when you look at the paper, it is absolutely beautiful. So this is from the Come Together suite. And I love how Stampin' have just gorgeous, gorgeous samples in the catalogue for you to case. So go ahead and case. You don't have to have any artistic design skill. You can just copy whatever is in the catalogue. But this Come Together designer series paper, there's a bigger picture over the page. Alright, and yes, it does have pumpkins on it. But on the reverse side is all these other really cool neutral papers that are perfect for mail cards. Absolutely beautiful. And with so much floral stuff in our annual catalogue, this is really beautiful paper. So I thought I would use it today because I know everyone's going to overlook it because they're going to go, oh, pumpkins, Halloween, Thanksgiving. No, just not me. But look at this. This is my ultimate favourite paper in this pack. It's stunning. I think it's a colour combination as well. Look at that. I just love that. Like, I know it's pumpkins, but that is, I love that bit of paper. It is beautiful. So I wanted to use it, but I didn't want pumpkins because I didn't buy the stamp set, okay? I just bought the paper because I wanted the beautiful paper. So I used the reverse side of it, so this lovely check, and I created a mail card teed up with the Rooted in Nature stamp set from the annual catalogue, and I came up with this really cool mail card. Now everything else I've used, besides the stamp, everything else is from the product suite, the Come Together product suite. So I've used the tag in the packet, the ribbon and the twine, and kept the colours the same as in the designer series paper. So I'm so sorry about the quality of this video. I'm very annoyed with our internet. It's a bit obviously yucky. So next time I will definitely use my phone's internet rather than our Wi-Fi. Terribly sorry about that. And again, if you just joined, thank you for joining me. I love that you are watching, but I can't see comments or see who's watching. I don't know. Facebook have changed things since I've done Facebook Lives, so I do need to research that. All right, so I thought I would make a card like this. I'm not going to recreate this one, but I thought we would do something off the cuff using these beautiful papers with the Rooted in Nature stamp set. All right, I didn't buy a stamp set, like I said, even though the leaf is beautiful, we don't really get maple leaves much in Australia, like that I've seen. Well, not in Queensland anyway. It's all like palm trees. So I knew I would not use this stamp set again. So I thought, I'm not going to buy it if I can't use it, or if I, so I don't have a reason for pumpkins. So I thought, well, I can definitely still use the paper. So I just teed it up with the Rooted in Nature. Now, enough gabbing. Let's make a card. So mint macaron is one of the colours in this paper. So I just thought, off the cuff, we would make a card. And I love the stripy paper in this pack. So here we go, from scratch. Right, now, if you haven't seen, for the new people, well, not new people, but the new stampers, new to card making, there's two different ways you can cut your A4 cardstock to get two card bases out of it. Traditionally, I always cut down the middle, and then I had a normal opening card, or you can have a landscape card. So straight down the middle, fold it in half, you've got two card bases. But I do a lot of the portrait cards, so that sort of shape. And I have changed a lot to making cards that stand up like a tent, like that, rather than the other way, because these are more stable. If you have a few more embellishments on your card front, a few extra layers, and it gets a bit heavy, the normal way you do cards, they fall over a bit. So this way, they are a lot more stable. So I've started making my cards like that. And to do that, you cut still in half the A4 sheet, but you go long ways, so straight down the middle, fold it in half, and then you have your tent fold card. So, and that for people who sign up for my online classes, you will find Most of my portrait cards now are done like this, so that will be something different for you when you get the pack. Just be aware of that. Alright, so this paper I fell in love with. The reverse side is these gorgeous leaves. So I'm going to use both on my card front. So we'll move all the others out of the way because I don't need them right now. And this is where my desk gets really messy. Look at I can't disappoint Rails. Or is it someone else? Michelle? Someone used to always comment on how messy my work surface is. So I don't change the paper all the time. I only change it when you can't see any of the grid lines on it. But yes, this is from last week's video still, this paper. Hasn't got too much on there. Alright, so always use your bone folder to flatten your crease. There's our card base. Now I wanted to put the stripe on the background. I'm going to do a full background. So that's 4 inches by 5 3/4. And yes, I still work in inches. So that's just 5 3/4 by 4. Whoops. Okay, so I plan on putting that there. Now the other side, I'm going to use that as well. So I've taken the card off the screen. Oh, that is blur. Is it really blurry for everyone? I don't know why I asked that because I can't see comments. But anyway. I'm just going to hop up, have a look at my phone and see if it's blurry. Cheryl watching from Kansas. Thank you. Wow, it must be late in the night over there. Hey, Debbie. I'm going to see if I'm looking at my phone to see comments. It's actually not too bad on my phone. It's just blurry on my iPad. I wonder why that is. That's weird. It's really blurry on my iPad. Yes, very blurry, Anita. That's not good, is it? Clear as a bell on my phone. That's not good. Anita, hello. Arlene, hello. Thank you, Wendy. Hello. Thank you for watching, everyone. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's really blurry. I might have to come back tomorrow, maybe, with another one that's not so blurry. Alright, so now I'm going to, that's Pretty Peacock, so I'm just going to back that piece of pretty paper with Pretty Peacock. Now this is a cheater's way to do it. I did this from scrapping a long time ago. I was taught this. Oh, when you don't want to measure. If it's too blurry, I can disconnect. I might actually do that. And then change my phone to just the Wi-Fi. Do we want to do that? I'm going to do that because you can't see that. That is really blurry. Right, hold tight. I am going to stop this video and then come back. Part 2. Alright, so we're going to go back and finish this card. We are trimming this cardstock, and if you put your paper, you get to know the width, but it's probably, I don't know, 2 mil, a bit more than 2 mil from the edge. Then the measurement on the trimmer that we no longer sell from this edge of the inside of the ruler to the cutting blade is about the same. So I think most trimmers are the same because I used to do this with my old Fiskars trimmer that I had. And it works brilliantly. So I'm not one to really measure. So have I gone blurry again? No, I'm actually using Telstra internet now, not the Wi-Fi. So although my iPad is on Telstra still, so that could be a bit dodgy. Alright, so I'm just going to put them there like that. I'll probably cut that one a bit long. Yeah, it'd be right. Going to use the ribbon and the twine. Love this ribbon. Really pretty. So I'm making this up as I go. Alright, no idea how this is going to turn out. But we now need some tape. Just going to put the tape on the back of that. About there looks good. Just wrap it around, stick it to the tape. All right, and then I want to use the twine. So this is from the suite. Did I say that already? Yeah, and I've gone blurry again, haven't I? I don't believe that. Clear for you, Jan. All right, well, I can't see comments on the good picture for you, Cheryl. All right, well, that's good. Now I can't find the end of this. What's going on? There it is. It must be my internet, because I'm still on the Wi-Fi on my iPad watching, and it's blurry. Shocking. Right, we're just going to tie this around. Just going to put a knot in there because I might hang a tag off there. So we'll leave that like that for now. And like I said, I'm just using this Rooted in Nature stamp set, making it up as I go, because that's the original card that I did. And I like them, so I'm going to stamp a few of them. If I can find my macaron ink, here we go. Do you ever find that you don't have enough room? Like, I have quite a big table here, and as I'm going along, I just don't have the room. So bad. And yes, I'm very naughty. Before they brought out the cling stamps, I never put the label on any of my stamps, so very bad. Right, now I'm just going to do a few of these coming out here. And place this on and see what that looks like. Yeah, I think I might need... I'm going to keep going up that side. Might have been nicer had I stamped this off first, but it is what it is now. And we're going to make it work. All right, there we go. So I think it's fantastic that this suite works really well with this Rooted in Nature suite. It's really coordinates magnificently. I don't know if they intended that. They probably did. Right, we're going to glue this on. I'm not going to add anything else to this. And please don't forget, if you comment on any of my Facebook Lives, then I do a draw, normally at the end of the week. And you go into the draw to get a little prize. And I never know what the prize is. Sometimes it's a pack of embellishments, sometimes it's some handmade cards, sometimes it's a free online class pass. That's a bit hard to say. Sometimes it's free tutorials. I change it up, so you never know what you're going to get. All right, so now we want to get some Whisper White cardstock that I had on my desk and now I've lost. I've buried it. And we're going to choose a stamp and a sentiment from here. I actually might just do a sentiment. I don't want to cover that pretty paper up. What do you think? And I don't know why I asked that, you know, because I can't see comments. So I'll just keep talking to the voices in my head, as long as I don't answer. Hello, Narelle. Lovely to have you join me. And it's clear for you. That's good. Clear for you, Jan. Yay. Okay. Then I'll stop mentioning it. This is horrible for me. Right. This actually might be a nice thinking of you card, do you think? Oh, just stop asking. I can't see the answers. Oh, dear. And I'm not going to put the tag on it. I'm actually going to use a few of these feathers. Tags and feathers is what these elements are called. And it's got a really cool, look at that. I love that. Wood grain, wooden tag. Really, really cool. But it's also got these wonderful feathers. So I might use these because they're a bit smaller to fit in that spot. Something like that. See, I'll just make it up as I'm going along. And let's do a maybe a thinking of you might be a bit big. Hey, let's see what that looks like. I was going to ask another question then. But I suppose you can answer, can't you? I can respond to the comments later. So who is loving the cling stamps? Me. I'm going to put my hand up for that. I think they're wonderful. So much easier to use. Here I go. I'm not measuring again. I'm just roughly cutting. And hopefully the stamp fits on there. Yeah, a bit smaller. So this is my design process. A sneak peek into what happens in my head when I'm designing a project. It's like I don't look at anything and go, yep, I'm going to copy that or whatever. It's like, just pick a bit of paper, pick some stamps, get some ink, and fingers crossed it all works out. I'm going to stamp this to one side because if I hopefully have it up the right way. No, that way. So I might trim it. Oh, I've got ink on that side. And fingers crossed it's straight. See, I don't even do a test stamp a lot of the time. I'm a lazy stamper. But hey, it works for me. And yes, I'm going to trim that just a little. And maybe I will back it in mint macaron. Wait, let me find some scrap mint macaron. Will it fit on there? If only you could see my desk to the right. Oh my god, it's so messy, messy, messy. Things are falling off onto the floor. Well, now that it's clear and you're all having a wonderful picture, we'll go back through some of the stuff I was talking about earlier at the end. I'm sorry if this is off screen, but I have stamps in the way and I can't put it at the top of the desk. Okay, and then we might just pop that there. Look at that, easy peasy. So now, because I've got the ribbon on the back of that, I'm actually going to dimensionalize that. Oh, is that a word? I don't know, it is now. And I'm sure you all know this. Cut the edges of your dimensionals I have here. Don't waste a thing. So thank you everyone for joining me. I've started Facebook Lives again as of last week. And the plan is to do them Monday afternoons at 2 p.m. Occasionally, I may not be able to make it. There may be something else going on. But that's the plan. And I don't know if I'll do any other days of the week, but I might just surprise you. Pop on. I have so many ideas in my head of projects I want to do and things I want to play with. And I might just pop on. Okay, so we are just going to stick this down there. Sorry if my head gets in the way. So sorry. All right, I'm going to glue that one there. We don't want dimensionals on this one. I'm just going to glue in the middle because it does overhang a little bit. And is that straight or is that crooked? Because you all know I have a crooked eye, so just don't know. And something just fell on the floor. I don't know what that was. Just going to use a couple of glue dots on the back of these wooden feathers. And I'll tuck them under there a little bit. And I'm going to attempt to tie a bow on that twine. Who else has nightmares about me tying bows? Is it just me? Oh, you all know I'm really bad bow tire. And you know, it's not for lack of trying. People have sent me videos on this is what you should do and this is how you need to do it, and I don't know, it's just a mental thing. I can't do it. And then my nails are getting a bit long, which is even going to be worse. And no matter how I try to do it, it just doesn't like me. But that's not too bad. That's sort of passable. I'm not going to play with it anymore because, you know, that's good enough in my eyes. There we go. Thinking of you. Now that was just off the cuff. I had no idea when I started what we were going to do, but I just know I wanted to use this beautiful, beautiful paper, the Come Together paper. Let me just show you again in the catalogue. It's from the Come Together suite. Come Together Designer Series paper. Absolutely beautiful. I'm not into pumpkins, like I said. Not into Thanksgiving. So I wasn't going to buy it, but then I looked at the reverse side, and even this first one with the checks and the feathers, but the reverse side without the maple leaves and without the pumpkins is really, really lovely. So lots of gorgeous paper in that. And I'll run through what I did at the front because it was really blurry and you couldn't see. I'm so sorry about that. My paper shares are happening at the moment. This is the paper share. Sorry, my holiday catalogue shares are on at the moment. So this is the paper share that you'll get. One of every single piece of paper in the catalogue, including the gorgeous mercury glass acetate and the red glimmer paper. So they're happening. Let me just grab my bit of paper back again. Wait for it. Here we go. All right, so I have the paper share, which I just showed you, $55 a share. The ribbon and trim share, $11 a share. All these have free post. Then I have the bits and bobs share, which has got everything that's not paper and not ribbon and twine. So you've got your embellishments and all your pizza box, your jingle bells, all that stuff. $18 a share with free post. And then I've bundled them together. So bundle 1 is the paper and ribbon and trim share. Bundle 2 is the paper and the bits and bobs. And 3 is the ribbon and trim and the bits and bobs. And then I've got a mega share where you get it all. Every single share, 10% off, $74 for everything plus free post. So that's just really quickly for those who weren't at the start or it was too blurry for you to see. Details for all these shares are on my Facebook page and on my blog. So make sure you check them out. Email me, message me, text me, call me, whatever, to tell me that you want a share and which one you want. My website is simplystampingwithnorelle.com. The other thing I ran through at the start was my online classes. All right, I have 4 Christmas online classes at the moment with more to come. And I also have a Come Sail Away, I think that's what it's called, yes, Come Sail Away class, which is that nautical product suite we have. That class is also going on. That will close though very shortly, probably at the end of the month. I'll close that one off and then concentrate on holiday stuff for a while. So there's 3 options, these two. Christmas Gleaming and the Let It Snow have the 3 options. You have the stamp set, the product packets, the project kits plus the tutorials. Then you have just the project kits and the tutorials, and the third option is just the tutorials. These are all on my blog. If you go to my blog, there's a online classes tab, and click on the image for the class that you want, you'll go to a registration page, and before the registration form will be all the information telling you all the finer details and information you need to know. And then if you want to continue, just fill in the form and submit it, and I will contact you for payment. These two classes, which were released yesterday, Total Tidings online class and the Wrapped in Played online class, are a little bit different. I'm doing away with the options of just having the project kits and just the tutorials, and I'm going more just for the products, because I think it's important that what I use in the class people have in their hands, because it just makes it a whole lot easier, rather than trying to match my project kits with other stamp sets and stuff. It just doesn't work as well. So it's important that people, for the best experience, get the products. This one, first option, now don't quote me, sorry, off the top of my head, I cannot remember, I made these up quite a while ago, is the stamp set, the project kits and the tutorials. The second option is the stamp set, the punch, project kits and tutorials, and the third option is added in the design series paper and some embellishments. So they're a different price bracket for each one, but from $30, that's the first class, that's the stamp set, the project kits and the tutorials. And then Total Tidings is very similar, except this one has a mega bundle at the end. So there's a mega bundle you can choose from, which includes both stamp sets and both framelits. Alright, so that's it from me. Oh, and don't forget, sorry, one more thing. Designer Series paper sale is happening till the end of September. Buy 3 packets and get the 4th free. Fantastic if you're a scrapbooker. And there's a specialty Designer Series paper, the last one on this list. So that's like $25 a packet. If you were to get 3 of the others, you can get that one for free. So that makes sense to get a specialty one for free. That's it from me. If you have watched, thank you so much. I can't see who's watching. I can't see comments. I'm sorry. I do need to investigate that for the next week. And I apologize for the really bad reception in the first part of the video. So this is part 2 and it's a lot clearer. So that's something I need to remember to do, switch over off my Wi-Fi. It's probably my son hammering it with an online game or something. Thank you everyone for watching, and come back next Monday 2 p.m. and I'll have another project to share with you. And have a fantastic week, and I'll see you then. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.